Hey y'all, Rev Tommy Two-Tone.
And this is Rick the Village Chilidiot.
This is Revvin with Vlog. This is a Revvin with Vlog. No, this is Vlogging with Rev, number 4. And today I have a guest, and y'all know him already. My sidekick, my partner in crime, Rick the Village Chilidiot.
Hi everybody. Glad to be here.
For the new folks, why I have new folks because it's a vlog now and because I do
I'm a new folk to the vlogging.
But let me ask you this: tell everybody why you're called the Village Chilidiot? Where did you get that name, first of all?
Actually, I got that name on the Revocation Radio when we do the Chili Head Challenge.
Yes, I remember that because you would do idiot peppers.
Yes,
peppers
that were extremely hot that nobody should eat.
Right, and that made you a chili idiot.
It made me a very much Chilidiot.
Gotcha. All right, well, that's how we got our start on this channel, actually, reviewing hot peppers and hot sauces, which
correct.
We will still do from time to time.
Indeed.
However, as all things evolve, my channel's kind of evolved into a drone and video vlogging channel where I just talk about random stuff.
How drone?
Yeah, it is kind of drone. But today, instead of flying the drone, we're going to be talking a little bit, and since it is Christmas season, just less than a week and a half to Christmas, man, or it's about a week and a half to Christmas.
Hey, speaking of, I kind of like your ugly sweatshirt
with my German Shepherd on the front.
Mm-hmm.
That's jazz. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
I got old Saint Nick. He's I got the actual ugly Christmas sweater, but it's not actually that ugly. It's actually, I've seen worse, and I actually still fit into this one. So, ho ho ho.
Nice.
Thank
you. Here we are.
Here we are.
Christmas season.
It is.
Now, I'm one of the people that really, I'm not a big, giant Christmas person, actually. My wife is. Obviously, you can tell behind me the tree, other decorations. Our entire house is completely decked out, as you have seen.
Yes.
It takes her about a week to just do the inside. The outside's pretty decked out as well, even though I don't hang lights or anything. She uses a lot of greenery on stair rails and lanterns and street lights.
She does it all.
She goes crazy, yes. So, however, I usually get the blues around Christmas time, and I think there's probably reasons for that, stemming back to when I can remember great Christmases up until I was about 10 years old. It was December the 1st, 1969. My grandfather went to work and never came home. He passed away. Had a heart attack. He was 56 years old. I'm 57 now, so he was he was a year younger than I am now. And I was very close to my grandfather, and I remember my whole family kind of just went through the motions of Christmas that year, and it was very sad. And my mom, it was her dad, she never really got over it. So she was always blue at Christmas, and I think it just kind of passed down to me. And then one of the things that jaded me before I went into, when I was in high school, I worked retail at Christmas time in several different capacities.
I've done that before myself.
Yes, and it really jaded me against the season. I know that the season, we got it twisted, folks. We have it twisted.
Yeah, there's too much commercialism.
As Americans, get this. This is a fact. You can fact check me on this, and you can go to. You may not be able to find this on Snopes, but go to the adventconspiracy.com or .org. Just Google Advent Conspiracy, and they will tell you the figures used to be lower than this. Now I can quote them as higher. This is exactly the truth. Americans spend $600 billion. That's B with a billion. $600 billion a year on Christmas. Now that's not just Christmas gifts. That's decorations. That's gas going to from the stores or traveling. That's airline miles. Whatever it is that encompasses the entire Christmas holiday, we spend $600 billion a year, and that figure goes up annually. Okay,
that's a lot.
I discovered that we could actually just about wipe out the world's water problem, and that's problems where they can't get enough water, clean water to drink, and they don't have clean water at all.
Right.
For $10 billion a year.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even be a drop in the bucket of the $600 billion a year that we spend on Christmas. $10 billion a year would solve the world's water problem. So we've got it twisted.
Yes,
and that's just another thing that jades me against Christmas and the commercialism and all the things that we do. And here I feel like a hypocrite standing in front of these lights, but you know, we do. My wife does have a lot of religious ornaments to remind us why we celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
Now that's another thing about Christmas. Something that I got into a seminary about that we discussed the last few years of seminary. Was the virgin birth necessary to the story of Jesus Christ whatsoever? And
I believe so.
Okay. What makes you think that the virgin birth, I'm just asking now as a devil's advocate, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, I'm saying what makes you think it's necessary to the story of Jesus Christ?
For one, to me it signifies that this was much more than just a special child.
Okay. Let's just say that Mark and John were the only two Gospels in the Bible.
Okay.
Are there enough evidence in those two Gospels for salvation to be present? Could the Bible exist wholly and like it is without Luke and Matthew? I think it could. I think there's enough for salvation in both Mark and John. Now let's begin the story of Christ at Mark and John.
Okay, go ahead.
John begins with, in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was always there, blah, blah, blah. Boom, Correct. John the Baptist. Here Correct. Comes this man, John the Baptist, said, hey, I'm not even worthy to undo the thong of your sandal, but yet Jesus said, no, you're going to baptize me. And he said, no, Lord, baptize me. And Jesus said, no, which is kind of interesting. Jesus never baptized anybody in the Bible, but was baptized by John the Baptist. And immediately when he arose from John the Baptist, in Mark, I believe, well, one or the other, I wish I had the Bible right.
So before that, he was just John, right?
Well, no, he'd been baptizing people the whole time. He come out of the wilderness baptizing. He had all the Pharisees and even the Sadducees, which he called a brood of vipers, coming to be baptized.
They already knew. People already knew who John the Baptist was. Before
yeah, he had a big following. Yes. But he kept prophesying Jesus. Correct. He had a big following.
Correct.
So Jesus comes along. He baptizes Jesus, and out of the sky, a voice says. Now, I wish the Bible's in front of me because one of them, the voice says, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased. Listen to him." Okay? Which indicates that God was speaking to the entire crowd. This is my son.
Right. Now, if there was a voice out of the sky, I'd be surprised.
So now you don't need a virgin birth now. Boom, you've got Jesus. This is where his ministry actually began, really. He come down there to get baptized, and then he comes up and he goes immediately and gets his disciples.
Sure.
Okay? So, next. Either John or Mark. You can look it up, either one. The other one, the voice says, "You are my son with whom I'm well pleased."
Yes.
People will do as you command. Okay, so either God was speaking directly to Jesus and calling him out at baptism, or he was speaking to the crowd and saying, "This is my son."
This is my son, right?
Okay, here's the thing. That's why neither one of them even talk about the virgin birth. They don't talk about the wise men. They don't talk about the manger, the lowliness.
That's a good point.
But Luke and Matthew saw that Jesus came down as the King of all kings, but he was also the servant of all servants, as he was born in the lowliest of low places. Correct. That all ties into it. But scholars say if that story didn't happen, if that is legend, it doesn't matter, because the story of salvation still is later on in the Bible,
right.
In the resurrection. The fact that there was a Christ, because whoever he was, he rose from the dead. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I can go along with maybe there wasn't a virgin birth. However, there are people that are so enthralled. Everything in the Bible is exactly true. It's inspired by the Word of God. But let me tell you, you don't know those guys that were sitting around the council in Nicaea.
I'm open enough. I'm open enough to agree that too
many translations. What we're talking about now. Here's what we're talking about. Maybe the entire Bible was the inspired and God-breathed Word, but it got perverted along the way, because you can take any document and have it transcribed thousands of times. Well, take the King James Version. There are people that love that version of the Bible, but we actually found older text since the King James Version was written in 16 whatever
Yes,
it was,
we have.
21,
You're
we
right.
found older text of the Bible. And I believe that since they've been translated so many times, the older they are, the more accurate they are.
You know, and I agree.
Yeah.
You know, with so many different translations.
Maybe
and
I should have
people-
called this theology with Rev, but that's the
Maybe.
Christmas thing. So, you know, Christmas pisses me off, just to be honest with you.
Well, you know what? I kind of.
Now, I've told my church people
Agree.
about the same thing and from the pulpit, but they know that to me it's about Advent at church, it's about being together, it's about family, it's about love.
I mean, it's always been weird to me.
Pardon me.
Not weird in the sense that we celebrate Christ's birthdays, yet we are the ones getting the gifts and presents.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty sure if you
that's another ludicrous thing.
I don't-
Somebody gonna give me a present that I don't really need and don't really want. Not everybody. I'm just saying
True.
it happens.
True.
And usually it's the people like closer family members that spend a lot of money on something before they say anything to you, and it's like, wow, that's a lot of money you spent on like something I'm never going to use or wear or whatever, you know. And now, I'm not the one to take stuff back. I just don't do that. My wife will. She'll take something back, and their family, they don't give a crap. So why not just go give them a gift card and let them go buy what they want, you know?
Right.
I did hear my wife say early in the season that something about she wanted, so I got it and put it away. She won't believe I have it because I never am thoughtful like that. And I'm not. She is. I can say something and boom, it's in her file and I'll end up with it. So I did this, but most of the time I just give her a gift card. Last year I gave her Amazon gift money and said, go have fun.
I think one of the absolute worst things I hate about the Christmas holiday season is the shopping.
Yes.
And we'll take that number 2 because they go hand in hand. The traffic.
Oh yeah.
I rather
yes.
not have to do with any of that. And guess what? I had very few people to get for this year, so my Christmas shopping is done pretty early.
Awesome.
It is done pretty early, and guess what? It's right now it's no stress at all.
Wow.
I'm done with it, and
It's,
you know, I'll eat the cookies and be as merry as I possibly can. But it's just really as a kid, it's a lot more fun. As an adult, you still find some little fun parts, but it's just the magic in there.
When I'm by myself, it's when I kind of get sad about Christmas. And let me say this as a pastor. Yesterday I conducted the funeral of a 100-year-old lady that was a parishioner of mine. 100
That's
years
incredible.
old. Now get this.
That's
she taught
incredible.
She taught high school for over 30 years. Her high school, she was born during World War I. During World
Wow.
War II, her high school teaching was interrupted, so she went to work for a chemical factory at Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama.
I know where that
Then
is.
she came back and taught school again. There was an 80-year-old man at the funeral that she had actually taught school. There was a bunch
That
of
is
people there
crazy.
because of her long career. Now, when
crazy.
she died, before she died, her mind was as sharp as a tack. She had all her faculties. She went to a women's college, and was very grande dame and very Southern lady. And she got her master's at the University of Alabama. So
Nice.
she was a very educated lady.
Very nice.
And she went at a time when ladies weren't getting educated, and she
Right.
talked about that. So that's why she went to a ladies' college for her undergraduate. But she said it was tough getting a master's at Alabama because women didn't even really have voting rights. You know, got one in physics. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
That is absolutely.
Then, and you know, education begots education. She has a son who has a PhD and teaches at a college in Ohio, and a daughter that teaches in a university in North Alabama, and one that teaches at a university in North Carolina. So when you
There
have
you
all
go.
that spread out like that, that's pretty amazing to me.
That's a story to
Yes,
sure.
she had a legacy. I really felt inadequate, but I think I served her well.
Good
in her
deal.
funeral.
That's very
But
good.
what I was going to say about that, I have done a funeral, including my dad's, for the last 12 years in December, at least one.
That's wild.
My mom's happened to be in January, but barely in January. And my nanny, my grandma, she lasted till February, right before my birthday. But I mean, so now my birthday's all screwed up.
That
too.
really threw me off.
That sound?
That sound.
I don't know if it picked up on the mic, but that was my Bluetooth speaker cutting off until further instructions.
Okay, it just threw me off. So
But
sorry,
today,
everybody.
by the way, we're filming with something me and you together's never filmed with. It is the DJI Osmo.
That's this little thing right here, right?
It is. It has
That's the Osmo, huh?
It is the Osmo.
You know what, people?
And you know,
I gotta
even
tell you, it's
all
kinda
that
nice.
automatic things I showed you. Step back. I'll show
Yeah.
you this. You
It's
can
kinda
still
nice.
adjust it like this as well.
That's nice.
And
Hi.
anyway, the Osmo, I was in the light. The Osmo has a 3-axis gimbal. It uses an iPhone or an Android you can use for your monitor and control the phone from that device as well. Move over some. Not that way, you dumbass. Okay. Also, but it comes with a crappy microphone. I know what I said. I meant it too. It comes with a crappy microphone.
The crappy. Why would you do that?
Because it's all about the video, and people that have that kind of spend that kind of money on video know how to edit out the sound. But instead of that, because I didn't want to edit out sound and have to record with a separate device,
yes,
I solved the problem by getting a Rode microphone. And it has, of course, the dead cat on it for wind, and Rode makes a great microphone, so the audio will be good for this video, actually.
Did you say dead cat?
Yeah, that's what that's called.
Nice.
That hairy thing on there's called
it's
a dead cat.
It's called a dead cat?
Yeah.
Well, I like the name
that,
for it.
You know, don't it?
It
on a bigger
does.
microphone, it really does. I mean, seriously.
That's really funny. I did not know that. I learned something new. A dead cat is not just a dead cat. That's really
now I'm going
interesting.
to take the iPad and I'm going to adjust the camera angle a little better for
Hey, look,
us.
I'm moving around.
No, you're not. The camera
I know the
angle.
camera is.
There we go. I did that with the iPad, which
That's
we're
cool.
watching now, and we can come on down a little more. Let's see.
I guess I'll look at the camera, not the iPad.
Yeah.
I know what the iPad looks like. It's this little rectangular thing right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. That's what it is.
In front of this big, beautiful Christmas tree.
Well, we could step out of the way and show them that.
Here, let's do that. Let's show them your wife's work. It is kind of nice. She does a good job. Even.
Yeah, she likes to decorate. I mean, you know,
She
it's
does.
just a Christmas tree. Everybody's got one.
I do appreciate the effort.
Anyway, we probably ought to close this vlog off. Any other subjects you want to talk about?
Let's see. I hit.
We've been working pretty hard this season.
Yeah, that's
We've
not
been-
that's not an argument. though.
No, I mean we work
That's pretty
together at
good.
another job besides me being a pastor. I also have another job, and I work with you at that job. We work together a lot. I work tonight, you don't.
That's right.
Which means I got to start getting ready soon because there are things I've got to do before I go. But I love the job. Do you like the job?
I like the job a lot.
It's not like work, actually, to me.
No,
it
it's
can
not.
be like work.
Oh, it can stress
Like
me
physical
out.
work, but man, it's
Oh, yeah.
good stuff, and the money's good.
I get to juggle a lot of things, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty good juggler.
Yeah, and like I said, for what we do, the money's pretty dadgum good, or I wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
But yeah. Anyway, dadgum Rick, it's not the first time we've worked a job together either.
No.
Wow. So we'll be back soon. Now that I've got all my issues solved with the DJI, I hope to start putting up a daily vlog. I know I tried it before, and now that all this stuff's solved, I can do one. I have the car mount. I can put it inside the car and use it while I drive.
Nice.
I want to do a vlog from Christmas Town where we work. You know where Christmas Town is.
I know what Christmas Town is.
Because truly, when people see it, they're going to say it is Christmas Town. I mean, pretty much the entire area is Christmas Town.
We live
There-
near Christmas Town.
We do. Well, you live in Christmas
I
Town.
live in
I work
Christmas
in
Town.
Christmas Town.
Mhm.
I live on the outskirts of Christmas.
Christmas Town is a pretty nice place.
It is a nice place, and let me tell you, it is Christmas Town. And boy, wouldn't it be cool if we could get some snow right around this time?
It'd be nice if you can get your drone up and get some photos and aerial video
I
of
could,
Christmas
but
Town.
you know, I can't fly it at night. That's illegal now. I mean, I can fly it 30 minutes before dusk.
It's only illegal if you get caught. I'm just kidding.
No, well, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, it would be nice to be able to get some of that video.
Absolutely would be.
The lights. But,
Sure would.
You know, maybe.
Do it right at sunset, you know, while it's still daylight.
If people will light their stuff up early enough, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Now, I could drone some of those blow areas where they have a lot of the animated blow up stuff.
Yes.
That would be cool.
And that was not anything dirty for you perverts out there. We weren't saying anything bad
I didn't
like
even
that.
think that. My mind never even went there.
Yeah, but somebody out there probably blow ups.
Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
this has been. We've probably bored people long enough.
I don't know. Half the time you've been talking, I've just been agreeing with you. But yeah, I think they have been duly
Unless you have something
educated.
you want to talk about.
No, I think we hit everything out really wanted to complain about. And, you
Well,
know,
tell everybody Merry Christmas, Rick.
Merry Christmas, Rick.
That's what I meant. Merry Christmas, Rev Tommy Two-Tone.
This is Rick, the Village Chilidiot. Have a happy new year. Go love some people out there. And
spread
forget
love,
and
yeah.
forget about the material things, because that is really not what it's all about. And when you come down to it, all what you got is people that you love.
And you know what? It don't even have to be about Christmas, because we know there's a lot of people that don't celebrate Christmas that aren't Christians in the world.
That's right.
We get that. We're not trying to push our stuff on you. We're just talking about things we know.
That's right. Just
we're
be a little-
open-minded to what you want to learn and know too. I mean, that's all good. So
Yeah.
anyway, Vlogging with Rev is over. God bless.
Peace out.